Hello, welcome everybody. This is Neil with Portal to Ascension. I'm so happy to be here with you all because today we have an exclusive premiere. First of all, it's the first premiere, first documentary ever being released on Portal to Ascension, and it's been my dream to be in the documentary world. And this documentary has been created by Viviane Chauvet. It's on Viviane's Vivian's experience and purpose on Earth. It's called an Arcturian Experience, and it's probably one of many that are going to come out from Vivian. So we're going to hear from her in a second to officially introduce it. So I'm really excited and honored to be hosting this. So you're in for an amazing activational experience for this documentary. And after, when we're done, there is a live Q&A. So after you watch the documentary, we're going to put a link in the description. There's a link in the comments area, and go ahead and click that. It's a Zoom link, and we'll have an open Q&A discussion where Vivian will also do some sort of energetic activation in it as well. But without any further ado, let's just go ahead and bring on the filmmaker and the woman herself who is featured in this documentary that is going to be playing in just a few moments here. So Vivian, thank you so much for being here. I'm truly honored, just honored to be working with you for the last few years and everything that we've done together. And I just see your evolution and growth. And it's really because that now is the time for this information to be spread across the world. And you are an emissary of the Arcturians, and I feel a close connection to Arcturians. So thank you for being here. And yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Well, Neil, it's such an honor, and I want to thank you at Portal to Ascension for hosting our world premiere. And like you mentioned, you've always wanted to do documentary and take a deep dive into that beautiful world. And here we are, finally, the premiere, the release of my very first film. And you're correct, it's just the first. This is why it is entitled An Experience with the Arcturians and with myself. Let's just say that you are absolutely correct. The timelines are very shifting. There's a lot of dimensional movement. There's a lot of movement within ourselves, consciously on a cosmic level. And Arcturians, we have a lot to say in regards to the higher timeline. So it is an invitation to join all of us on this journey, this film. It is a cinematographic gift to humanity. And if you look at the energy, we are also still in the energy of the Lionsgate. Plus, there's a very rare higher celestial alignment going on with many planets also aligning their consciousness to support. So the wave of releasing this endeavor of love in a higher dimensional guidance to bring cosmic communication, transformation, to be able to bring in the remembrance that what is actions that is embedded by divine love has such an empowered result, not only in our lives, for everyone in the global consciousness, all sentient life forms on the planet, but also throughout the multiverses. And we start to understand, truly understanding the branches, the infinite branches that interconnect us across fabric of existence, across lifetimes, across dimensions. So this is an invitation to join us from the heart. It is a gift to all of you. And this film was filmed in different segments around Sedona, Arizona, and in the presence of so many beautiful beings, whether we talk to the plant nations, whether we talk to the tree nations, the mineral kingdom, the elementals, of course, many intergalactic presence, and of course, beautiful light-minded people, as you will see, connecting in real time so you can relate to this experience and allowing yourself to removing unusual and unnecessary barriers that is just allowing that to melt down and allowing that love to be a part of this journey. And like you mentioned, it will be a live Q&A after the premiere, so stay tuned. I'll be there to navigate, answer positive questions, elevating also our understanding, and I will be gladly providing a direct activations right during the Q&A section. So this is really a very unique moment for us with you, Neil, and everyone tuning on. And we are also across many other channels that are going to broadcast this premiere, including Coast to Coast AM and with of course with Alan Steinfeld, New Realities and other places. So it's an endeavor, a higher calling of ancient souls. coming together.
Yes. Beautifully said. And so this is not just a documentary, guys. This is a transmission going across many people, and it's a milestone movement for humanity. This is awareness being put into the field today. Okay. So if you come into this documentary, don't come in just as a viewer, come in as a receiver and a beacon to receive the frequencies and then send it out to the world. Because our intention with this is get it out to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people within the few days, and you guys are the first ones to receive this download. So it's amazing. Viviane, anything else you want to share before we get into it?
For accepting our invitation and to know that it's also revealing the true essence of these beautiful advanced masters of light, architects of light frequencies, and the Arcturians is revealing really who we are. And it is, again, an endeavor of love. We are here for the love of Gaia, and we are in this journey truly together. So enjoy. Welcome, everyone. I am Viviane Chauvet, and I want to invite you to join us on this incredible journey. This is the first documentary on my beautiful work as an Arcturian ambassador, founder of the Arcturian University, the official one on the planet. We also have an incredible universal consciousness community. And as you're about to feel, to see, and to experience, we're going to take you on a journey beyond space and time, into the vortex, into the grid system, with the intergalactics, opening sacred space with all of our relations. And you're going to see also firsthand with how people, beautiful light workers, connect with their gifts and how they can relate not only to all of us, but to truly feel that we are in this re-ascension path together. So I like to talk about what is the Ascension. It's something that has been introduced as a concept in the spiritual community for many years now. So the way we perceive it, we as in the Arcturian, is we are looking at the momentum on the planet where a civilization known as the Earth human beings have reached a level of reawakening in their consciousness. So that means that you are getting ready to release yourself from artificial time loop known as the third dimensional matrix reality, and releasing also the false linear time construct that you've been in for generations, and you are reascending again or returning to a higher form of a divine communion with your original self, which means embracing your galactic origins, the cosmic roots, embracing also the numerous lifetimes or previous life cycles you've had, and are embracing all of it in the new form of the next generation of what we call the new cosmic human beings. And I want to invite all of you to take this journey with me, to feel the energy. I'm calling upon all the star seed on the planet, and to really feel that it's a time to deeply commune with our intergalactic origins, who we are, to interweave this cosmic aspect of ourselves that allows us to become better human beings. So my role really has to do with helping people getting in tune very much with who they are. So the journey began for us tens of thousands of years ago. As the Arcturians, we are known to be one of the most enlightened and ancient, spiritually advanced intergalactic civilizations. We come from the Bootes constellation, which is just about 40,000 light years from the Earth quadrant within this galaxy. And we have the ability to monitor what's called timelines, or potential of movement in different timelines. So for example, for the Earth, we've been monitoring a multitude of possibilities of evolution, an Earth that is more descending into chaos and destructions, which is completely avoided. Right now, we are really ingrained in what we call the middle timeline. The middle timeline is the place where there's a lot of conscious awakening. People are coming out more to understand there's more to their reality, they're stepping on their journey, synchronicity unfolding. And it's also the middle line where there may be a little bit more confusion, because there's a lot of energy, so there's a lot colliding realities. So what we want to do is reharmonizing the grids. Because what we're observing from an intergalactic perspective is that if we look at Gaia, or the Earth, from space, from the solar system, we see how much in her field there's so many different overlapping of realities. And then it can be easy to get entangled in these projected realities. So for example, just our group here, the way you live, perceive yourself, the way your vision is, your filtered belief system, you project a level of reality that may be very quite different from mine. However, we intersect in a point of connection that says we agree on that level. For example, we agree to meet in this park at this time. That is our common point in reality. Now we're interweaving a more unified reality because all of us are here together now. What we see seeing moving in out of the middle timeline is allowing ourselves to have more discipline of the mental mind, utilizing our inner faculties to allow ourselves to see, am I creating a reality of harmony or am I feeding off this confusion? So what it is important is avoiding to feed your mind with too much concept. Instead, take the time to apply them and become the sacred embodiment of what feels in alignment with your own resonance field. And that's part we're going to be doing today with the help of the Arcturian. And I'm going to ask the Lyrans and the Andromedan to support us as well. So we're going to come together. I'm going to guide you in a gentle meditation right here in the privacy of our sacred space. I'm going to call upon the Arcturian Crystal Temple. Once a crystal temple is implemented, it's like a sacred geometric configuration. And Arcturians, we are master at light frequencies. We're utilizing oscillation of light to create new patterns. And that patterns will create a hologram. But today, what is important is calling upon your light to really bring the energy I'm going to create and call upon the healing virtues of the Arcturian Crystal Temple. We are here for the higher timeline or the cosmic timeline of the re-ascension. My mission here is to help first to reawaken all the starseeds. And who are the starseeds, you may ask? Well, starseed would define as soul emanation or soul aspect of beings that come from different star systems, galaxies, constellation, everywhere within the multiverse, and they brought in the embodiment of the frequencies or the quantum signature of the star nation they represent or the soul group they represent here during this lifetime. For example, Sirians, there's a lot of Sirian on the planet, Lyrans, Pleiadians, there will be also some from Venus, the Venusian, also from Alpha Centauri, Andromedans. There's a few of us Arcturians as starseeds. I chose to be on the planet as an Arcturian human hybrid. So allow me to define this. Hybrid is my human physical body. So my physical vessel was engineered by the advanced hologram technology of the Arcturians in collaboration with the Andromedans. It's a very long story, but for thousands of years we have looked at the evolution of this hologram template that will be perfectly aligned with some aspect of human genetic material or DNA components to make it simple, allowing me to be here and interacting with all of you. I'm here on behalf of the planet. Gaia has requested from the Arcturians to send out their emissaries. And so I responded and chosen to be here as a direct ambassador for this most enlightened intergalactic group. Good news, this is a recital for classical ballet. So we utilize the mirror. I was trained 7 years in classical ballet, so today we're going to come up with first position. So my name is Viviane Chauvet and I represent the Arcturian delegation. I am a direct representative from the Arcturian delegation. I volunteer. I asked the council of the elders and the oracles that I'm a part of. I'm a council for the oracles of Arcturus. I said, we need to bring one of us directly on the planet as a direct bridge between the intergalactics and the movement going into all the frequency coming in I want to be a bridge directly, boots on the ground on the planet, which is why I'm here in this physical form, a human hybrid form. So today, as we tune in to the frequencies of where we are on the planet, we ask ourselves, how can we support you becoming more empowered? How can we support you stepping more into your ability to utilizing everything that is encoded within you instead of overly feeding your mind? And I know you hear a lot in conferences, channel messages, astrology, and other things. So we chose a very unique topic called genetic consciousness. What is genetic consciousness? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. We're not just going to explore, we're going to experiment it. Does it feel good? Yes. So our journey, everything that we do, all the teaching, everything we offer, our offerings, everything, it's all about how can we help you remembering the pathway to everything that is encoded already within yourself. Whether how to read the language of your DNA, how to reconnecting to the encoding of your codons, how to understand the language of your own tree of ancestry, your cosmic roots. We're moving forward into creating the next generation of advanced cosmic human being. And guess what? You volunteer, you're part of this. So congratulations for that. Yeah, give yourself a good hand. Very much so. Doesn't always feel that way, but it is. One of the things that we talk about a lot, we, as in when we connect with other council, I work with the Andromedan, the Syrian, the High Council for the Pleiadian. We work also with the Lyrans, the Alliances, the Federation, and so forth. One thing that we always talk about is how can we bring the next level of teaching frequencies and direct support hands-on to supporting the human race to reascend into their full sovereignty. This is why for us, it's a reascension. You're returning to that state of grace. It's something that most soul on the planet, you've already done. Look at the time of Lemuria. There was no need to talk about ascension because you were already in a perfect celestial state. And for those of you who are in Lemuria, you know what I speak of. In the time of Atlantis, the golden age, the 5 cycle of evolution, you know you reached that peak. Then that's why things start to descend again, and there was a separation. Now what we do is that we helping you to return, remembering the pathway, remembering what is divinely within yourself. Think of it this way, genetic consciousness is like a map or an ancient manuscript that is encoded in a codex of your cells. So we're talking about stepping into molecular self. This is how profound this is. So genetic memories allows you to tune in into the guidance of understanding your own quantum signature. Now tell me, how many of you truly understand and apply your quantum frequency? Your quantum signature. Okay, I like that. Thank you, Dan. So your quantum signature is how we recognize you. It's the next level of what we call the advanced science of making contact. Every star group or group consciousness have a unique quantum signature. So for example, when different delegation wants to communicate with me, I recognize if it's a delegation from Sirius, it can be from the planetary water, it can be part of the Dolphin Nation. Is it the Lyrans who comes? Are they assigned directly from the High Council? Or are they the sacred guardians of the DNA human template? If I have a group of Pleiadian, depending on their assignment, they're going to assign to me the quantum signature or their core frequencies, and I know exactly who I'm communicating with. The same thing applies to you. When we communicate with you, I know many of you work with us, and we have many points of contact on the planet, we know exactly where you are at any given time. So genetic consciousness allows you to decode the understanding of the language of this inner codex. I think of it like we talk about an ancient manuscript, And that manuscript is the blueprint of your original soul design. And that soul design is exactly what your soul synchronicity is in alignment with. When we want to manifest different outcomes in our lives, want to manifest more deeper healing, or changing some agreement we have made. Let's say that I need to understand certain lessons going through health issue, or family imbalance, or relationship, or financial. What is financial? There's many starseeds who are unaware of what is it to be financially abundant. It is a foreign language. So when you start to realign yourself with that genetic consciousness, you're tapping into that inner codex. You want to talk about astrology, planetary alignment, speaking like language, being able to heal yourself, it is encoded in that codex. Everything is there. So genetic consciousness allows you to tune in naturally to ancient memories. And I'm going to go a little bit further than that. Genetic consciousness creates that bioenergetic template within yourself. That template is the uniqueness of your inner grid system. And that grid system connects you to what? The universal grid system. So as you're tuning in into that universal network of connections, vibration, knowledge, you can tune in to any frequency you want. You becoming more and more of a master of tuning in to any frequency. So what we are looking at on the planet is that the way we communicate with each other, the frequency that we generate through our communication, is also forming the next level of Gaia sentient and linguistic field. So this beautiful celestial being that we call Gaia as a planet is moving into this dimensional space. And I know that this quadrant, like the Butes constellation, Lyra constellation, and many other star systems are starting to shift in a new realignment. That means that for you and your body, the way your body intuitively will interpret all these frequencies, including the new solar plasma light frequency coming from the great central sun, through the central sun, through your sun here, is affecting also how your own genetic is shifting. So again, if you look at the energy of genetic consciousness, is tuning in into your DNA awareness. You're starting to speak the language of your DNA. You know, coming to the Earth as an Arcturian ambassador is really in all seasons. So I like to commune with the guardians. So I have a beautiful connection to the stone nations, as well as the etheric guardians that oversees many sites around the planet. And I have been traveling in different places, like in Australia, Uluru. We went to Costa Rica to the Blue Zone, even in Stonehenge, communing with the ancient guardian of Avebury, the Circle of Stone. But right here in Sedona, Arizona, at Mesa Airport, it's one of the gorgeous places. And I come here to commune also with the consciousness of Gaia to see where are we on our journey. Arcturians were here to help to uplift the planet. We're here to help to bring Gaia, or the Earth, in the place of reascension. And reascending means returning to our original divine place, our divine self. It's a higher dimensional aspect of who we are as divine being. So I am here for the love of Gaia. We have returned to help all life forms to reascend, to shift away from the illusionary time loop of the third dimensional time matrix. Well, shall we continue our journey? Yes, we will. There will be more. The moment I returned to the planet, a long time ago, obviously, it's been very challenging for me to feel the gravity of the density and the gravity of the planet, the density also of the polarization here on the planet, and these dualistic energies of dark and light, black and white, and all these polarization that we feel. I come from a place of unification. So my role is to bring back the original light frequency codes very specific geometric pattern codes that are constantly transmitted directly into the grids aspect of the planet and into the global planetary consciousness. I have traveled in many places, different sites, sacred sites on 5 different continents around the world, and every time my presence is acknowledged by the guardians. The guardians can be mountain, sacred site like Stonehenge. The moment I entered the site, they said to me, "You have finally returned, a little hybrid. Where have you been?" And I said, well, it took us quite a while to be able for me to return to this world. And communicating with old friends was absolutely phenomenal. I remember also the Circle of Stone in Avebury in England, when a circle of stone greeted me, and I can see the beings, I can see the personality of each being morphing out of their stone structure as it is perceived. Well, there's nothing very different from me. The only thing is that I hold myself in a constant state of contemplation with all life. And what does it mean is that I am ultra multidimensional sensitive. I can feel, as I'm sitting right here, right now, I can feel all the 3 nations. I can feel the omnipresence of beings of light, masters, guardians, watchers. I can feel the grids underneath my feet. And I am communicating and sharing with all of you at the same time. So it's very multidimensional interaction. I am very aware also of what's happening around. This is why I define myself as being multidimensional sensitive. I use all of my senses all at once, including what we call the multidimensional sensory point, which means it goes beyond your physical senses. And my passion is really helping all of us, all of you on the planet, to really return to the point of celestial communion. Can you imagine living your life every day feeling that you're part of everything on the planet, everything in the solar system? You can commune with different multidimensional aspects of you at different timeline, imagining, remembering your ability to heal from the time of Atlantis, or being a high priestess or high priest in the time of Lemuria. Being able to live in that harmonic state allows you to release yourself from the imprisonment of the 3rd dimensional logic mind. So we're really here to help this planet and all living sentient life form to release themselves from the illusion of this 3D time loop. The time loop is defined as the 3rd dimensional matrix reality or the linear time construct. Genetic consciousness relates also a lot to not only as we are able to go deeper as recognizing the blueprint of who we are, but the true blueprint of Gaia. Looking at the sacred sites, looking at the encoding of the temples, the pyramid, whether it's the Bosnia pyramid, whether it's the Stonehenge in England, whether it's the pyramid in Egypt, all the sacred temple, we're able to go deeper at that level. It allows a natural organic evolution of the brain functions. We're opening a new network of cognitive abilities that allows us to evolve. It allows us to emerge naturally into a higher state of consciousness, but the consciousness well beyond the mental approach of spirituality. Right now, there's a little bit of a mental approach to spiritual energy, and we need to bring ourselves even beyond. How about universal consciousness? Do you feel that? Universal consciousness, recognizing that right here, right now, that aspect of you where in this room, you are this universal being, and the fractal of you is experiencing this physical form, and how it can really relate to you. Feel that you are stepping outside of that 3D matrix loop and this 3rd dimensional linear construct, and you're no longer looking at yourself as this is where I am now, this is going to be next, this is my past, this is my future, this is my present. How about I'm going to embrace fully that I am a multidimensional being. You can take, you can act, you can speak, you can co-create, you can project your field as a multifaceted being. I don't know about you, but that sounds much more exciting than a linear being. And that's exactly where we're moving to more and more. One thing about being an Arcturian in a third-dimensional world is that sometimes there's a feel of being isolated. And I remember as a child looking at school, I had a hard time, a very difficult time to relate to the Earth human beings, or even the Starseeds that were pretty much in disguise. But when I remember back in school, being unable to relate to the dynamic, feeling very illogical. And of course, being an Arcturian in a hybrid form, I've always been in constant telepathic communication with my Arcturian father and my group of Arcturians who are assigned to my Earth mission. So I have very distinct memory of sitting in a classroom or outside at recess, communing more with the Earth and the elements around me rather than being able to relate to other children. And that's one thing I felt. I felt very isolated on this planet. Of course, it is an illusion, but I know many of you have felt the same way, especially if you're a starseed. You know what I speak of. There's a yearning to return to your true nature, who you are, expressing the full spectrum of who you are as a starseed, being with your star family, being able to communicate with other people here or more mind like you, or on the same frequency, the same resonance. So rest assured that these feelings, these experiences are part of the journey, and it's important just to feel that. Remember what you're here for. Remember your original soul blueprint. Remember the encoding in your heart of what is it that brought you back to this planet. And we're here to remind each other of this. Remember, we're in this together. It is together that we have the power to shift the fabric of this reality around you every day. Nothing is mundane anymore. Everything is significant, and everything becomes an invitation to learn and to gain more pearls of wisdom. Stay in your light. Feel that energy right now. Stay in your light is the core frequencies of the Arcturian University and our universal consciousness community. It is really much the core value. As you walk in the certainty of your light, you allow yourself to be anchored, grounded in loving presence, and being in tune with yourself. This way you're less prone to be distracted mentally and emotionally by everything around you. The idea today with the Crystal Temple is we want to reharmonize, heal, and clear completely all the vortex system in Sedona. That's what's going to do. It's going to have a ripple effect throughout the planet. So we are here to what's called the repair of the original Sedona grid system. We're going to utilize the water as a source of transmission and clear, cleanse, and heal the history on the planet through all the water in the world. So we are architects today of new realities. Just feel the new solar light codes coming through you, and imagine yourself being like a clear quartz, like magnify these solar light codes into the water to feel that we're shifting the molecular structure of the water of the world, and to feel today with the Andromedan, the Arcturians, and the Lyrians, they all come together to all our relations. It is time to uplift all these depleted timeline and history, and let's transform the dark, heavy gray clouds of the past and transmute it into the new breath of life, the new ray of light known as the new earth. We're here to reascend, to return to our original divine self, and so is Gaia and all life. So the Arcturians, we are constantly in proximity to the Earth. We have very advanced ships, and those ships are organic as they are quantum in nature. So what we do is we monitor how the timeline oscillates and how those two The timeline oscillate is also greatly influenced by your thought forms, how you feel, your emotional state, what you emanate from your field or your living aura or your energy field, whether you're conscious or unconscious. Imagine billions of life coexisting on one planet, and we are able to monitor all this energy that emanates from the planet. To the more the stability on the planet in terms of achieving the mastery between the mental mind and your heart center, the more you become aware of what energy you are radiating, what frequencies are you sharing with others instead of unconsciously pushing out your emotions or your state of mind or some thoughts. You're able to really start to feel that you're much more in tune with all of these aspects of you and even beyond. Can you imagine what type of quality of life fulfillment, your soul purpose, understanding true your potential? Do you understand the language of your body? Understand the language of your DNA? Being able to be in tune with your genetic consciousness, which relate to your nervous system and your DNA aspects. So as you can see, we are truly here to supporting this beautiful, organic, higher timeline known as the Re-Ascension. We teach about this. We provide opportunity to connect with us because this is what we want, helping you to live within a positive, deep imprint that you can utilize in your life. And as we're evolving on the planet, so will we with you. It's always been our philosophy with the Arcturians. This is why I'm here. Believe me, it will be easier for me to stay on the ship a lot. But effective? No. Effective here with all of us, so we can work with each other, with the Starseed, with the ancient soul, with the masters, with the children, which we'll talk about in a moment, with everyone, much more effective here. So how is it going to work? We're going to guide you. We're going to tune in to source infinite energy. So imagine for a moment as we're going to breathe through the thymus chakra. Now your thymus, your higher heart, we're going to bring in first. And finally, I have my laboratory right on it. We're going to start here. We're going to connect to the third eye, open the field to your beautiful pineal gland, connecting to the occipital chakra, which is right behind the head. When your skull curves, there's an occipital right here. Your occipital chakra is known as the mouth of God. The mouth of God. It is a huge chakra, very important chakra right here, connecting you right there. And then we're going to expand the field to the galactic chakra. I'm going to guide you. And we're going to loop like a figure 8, bring it back to the pineal gland, your divine lens, opening also the master cell, reconnecting to the third eye, and returning the loop into your higher heart, thymus chakra. And then from there, we're going to activate to the divine masculine energy, looping in, and to bring in the divine feminine energy together. Okay, we're going to do that right now. So again, we're going to guide you. Thymus, higher heart, third eye to the occipital. Occipital, we're opening to the galactic chakra. Galactic, we're coming back to the pineal gland. Third eye, and returning to the higher heart. We'll guide you. There's no need to remember everything. Just allow yourself to feel and integrate. Okay? And we're going to bring in the sacred archetypes of the prime creator within ourselves. You can feel it. Imagine, if you want to use your hand just to feel the energy, you are more than welcome to. So honor yourself. Okay? Whatever you need, and as much as possible, feet uncross. If you can uncross your feet, this way you're opening your internal pathway without blocking them. You are in a very safe place. This is why we have the holographic field open. We're keeping you in a higher integrity here. We're going to start opening. Take several deep breaths. Reconnecting. Remember, where's your mind? Reconnect with your heart. Feel your solar plexus. Feeling this beautiful fire energy within your crystalline grid, opening your inner chi. Remember that I fully embody now my I am presence. I am that I am. So let's connect to your thymus chakra. It is a chakra of your higher heart. It is also connection to the crystal heart. Just feel I connect now to my crystal heart, opening the gateway of your thymus chakra, the higher heart gateway. It is the point of connections for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine principles of the Prime Creator. So let's just breathe for a moment. We're going to open now the loop as we're going to connect to your third eye. Just feel the connection opening. Third eye. We're going to connect and feel your pineal gland, your divine lens. Going to connect now also to your chakra of the occipital and the back of your head, right when the skull curves. Feel the occipital, the mouth of God, divine intelligence, your connections to creation. And from there, we're going to open the field and go beyond to connect to your galactic chakra, the galactic chakra within the universal configuration of the energy pathway. Just feel your galactic chakra, star intelligence, multidimensional awareness, connecting also to your galactic Akashic records. And from the galactic chakra system, we're going to bring the loop back again through your pineal gland, opening the third eye, and bring the first loop back to your thymus chakra with the intention to encode and bring into perfection the divine masculine archetype of the Prime Creator. Let us breathe into this as you're integrating, opening the field, tuning in into source energy, infinity. Beautiful. We're honoring the divine masculine principle of the Prime Creator, allowing the divine masculine synergy to be restored within myself on a genetic level, on an ancestral lineages level, in any time frame, and throughout infinity. Beautiful. We'll take a deep breath to integrate and release. Yes, excellent. Now let's interweave the second wave to the divine feminine energy. We're moving through the point of connection is your higher heart, thymus chakra. Let's reconnect to your third eye, your pineal gland, your divine lens. Let's acknowledge also your master cell, connecting to the occipital chakra, the mouth of God. And from there, let's reopen the field again to your galactic chakra, cosmic intelligence, multidimensional awareness. I start to understand the roots that connects to my soul ancestry in this lifetime. And through the galactic chakra, we're going to bring ourselves back to the pineal gland again, connecting to your third eye, and back to your higher heart, the thymus chakra. I am now integrating fully the perfection of the divine feminine archetype of the Prime Creator. And just feel for a moment the integration of the perfect, the divine feminine energies or principle of the Prime Creator. And as you keep breathing deeply, allowing this beautiful, gentle integration to take place. And now as you breathe, just see and feel or simply imagine this natural figure 8 configuration taking place within you. An aspect of the figure 8 is of a silver light frequency, and the other aspect is the golden light frequency. Interweave into perfect alignment and sacred unification within your higher heart, your thymus chakra. Let's just breathe through deeply, opening the field, allowing your body to also readjust itself to this beautiful configuration of light. And to feel, it helps you to enhance your own natural intuition, reopening your intuitive faculties, to be more assertive of what you know, what you feel, your vision. Allow you to be a seer, to see beyond any influence throughout the transition of the timeline out of the middle timeline, chaotic energies, into the perfect design that you hold right in your DNA, in your cellular memories, and even in your soul akashic field. Just feel that moment of integration, welcoming back the unification within myself and my higher heart of the divine principle of the feminine and the masculine energy, and allowing your entire body template to reflect that unification. And that includes to your spine, your sacrum, the tailbone, and expanding into your living aura. Let's take a deep breath to integrate and release. Beautiful. And now gently just feel, let's just enjoy for a moment the natural transformation, allowing some natural vibrational attunement or adjustment to be taking place. And remember, you're still within the Arcturian holographic field, allowing you to go deep in your experience, your integration, embracing naturally the next step of your evolution. What are the next steps for you? What state of metamorphosis will you be embracing more and more with a higher understanding and more consciousness? Perfect. And now gently in 3, 2, and 1, you're welcome to open your eyes. We embrace you. Welcome back. When I open my eyes, the energy of this room has shifted tremendously. We are in one of the most positive vortex, Cathedral Rock. We're going to feel as we are becoming one with the vortex of Cathedral. And today, we're going to continue the work we start by the water. We're going to bring the new harmonics codes through the vortex to Cathedral and ask the guardian to amplify that throughout the entire network of the vortex here in Sedona. We're going to bring and unify that grid energy, and we're going to bring it to the next level of higher 5th dimensional frequency. No more distortion, there's no more interruption, no more interference. We claim the return of the original blueprint of the vortex here in Sedona. So let's just feel the energy, connect to your heart. Remember to open your thymus chakra, which is your higher heart, to bring the new vision through your third eye, allowing the universal chakra connecting with your earth chakra system. And we call your cosmic I am presence And today we call upon the Syrians, who are also connecting to the cathedral with the other three groups. We claim today the return of the original harmonics through the entire vortex system of Sedona. Today we demand that no more distortion or interference will be allowed in the sacred land. Sedona is a beacon of light on the planet. Just like for the river, let's together. We're going to the new harmonic tones into the vortex. Let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a deep breath. Release. One more time if you would. Let's take a deep breath and release. I got a message for us. What they showed me is that I saw the map of Sedona, and the tip or the top of all the sacred mountain here, including the Mesa Airport, Wharton Canyon, all the river, all the source of water. I saw the tip vibrating like bell. But that's what I saw. I saw the tip of the mountain start to vibrating. And they said, allow us to carry through the new harmonic tones that you have generated today, and the guardians will continue. And I did see it's in process. What we have implemented, we have brought forward the next blueprint. So let's get out of the mental way and embrace fully. Today, like we did yesterday, I embrace fully my I am presence. I am now the sacred embodiment of all that I am. And that awakes something very ancient even in yourselves. And then connecting to the blueprint, this ancient manuscript within you, open the doors to everything. And the guardian says they want to thank us for what we've done today. Because they're going to carry our work far beyond what we can realize. So thank you on behalf of so many. Thank you. I want to take a moment just to reflect upon this incredible sanctuary that we were allowed to utilize to commune and feel the energy. And if you look behind me, and there's representation to different, whether it's Hindu, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's different form of philosophy. Well, we embrace the different world philosophy, spiritual teachings, deities. We also embrace different form of practices that allow people to get in tune with the Creator. We are universal beings. And in fact, I want to talk about my universal consciousness community that I am the proud founder of, the unique, only Arcturian University. So the Arcturian University is like a sanctuary for advanced spiritual learning, teachings. It's a sanctuary for inner journey in a beautiful community setting with loving support, embracing each other. We do also annual retreat to embrace also each other, all the star nations, all of our relations. We talk with the quantum elemental nature, the fairy kingdom, the gnome kingdom, as well as the three nations. We are in tune with all life. And this is why we chose such a sacred place to share with you, to feel how we as there are many beings sharing with you right now through one voice, one unifying voice that you know through this vessel as Viviane. We share our love and our mastery, our teachings. We're here to help you remembering what is the pathway to enlightenment. It is much more accessible than it seems. You'll feel nature, how we communicate even with a simple bush, and how we are able to feel the exchange to the sole of the feet, the grids communicating, the crystalline aspect of our body, of our presence. We are always in tune with all there is. So the Arcturian University is the one and only. Think of it as the official Arcturian outpost on the planet. Everybody can join. We simply ask that you tune in to your inner being, your own intuition, and ask yourself, am I ready to step into the next level of my path to self-mastery, to take my spiritual journey to the next level? Am I dedicated? Am I ready to really bring my full presence to it? And it's done in such a beautiful, loving, and supporting community atmospheres. We already have members from all over the world. For us, it's about the quality versus the quantity. And when we come together to our in-person retreats, we have the power to transcend mountains, I always say. We have the power to transcend so much, and the ripple effect really is what makes this beautiful world, this new reality. We become the bioengineers of new multidimensional realities. We're stepping into this genetic consciousness. And believe me, it is a lot more accessible than it seems. It is done through the loving mastery of the teaching of the Arcturians, along with many other spiritually enlightened star nations that we work with, many delegations, star regency councils. We also work with many masters of light, like Master Buddha, Master Lakshmi, and others, and many celestial beings, beautiful archangels and other beings that come from different plane of existence. One thing I want to share about the Arcturians is that we work very closely with the great central sun. So right now the planet is receiving a great level of influx of solar plasma light. It is beautiful because it works directly with the next level of your body matrix, your DNA template that is reawakening, and your codons. So embrace the light that is returning to the planet as refined frequencies. And we, Arcturians, are master at these light frequencies, and we work very closely with the Solar Council. So we're helping the Earth better integrating these beautiful solar plasma light into the new level of the crystalline grid system or network on the planet, and that reflects directly into your body template network, like your nervous system upgrades, your lymphatic system upgrades, the way also your hormonal system respond, your sensitivity to the light, which help to bring in more intake of that plasma light. So remember, no fear, everyone. Stay in your light. Sometimes we hear about words like, bioengineers and all of this. But what it means is simply understanding that you are co-creating level of realities day by day by day, by your emotional state, how your perception, your projection, your thought forms, how your energy radiates. When you start to retract and doubt, and then your 3D mental logic mind kicks in, you shift the nature of the energy around you. So remember that, how can I, one person, affect more that you realize? So that genetic consciousness allows you to get in tune with a deeper ancient part of you that has all the answers, the guidance, the tools, the knowledge, the abilities, and everything you seek so much around you and out there. We want to invite you to re-understanding how you can harmonize your internal with your external environment. And that's what you start to become a much more conscious co-creator and co-manifester. So talk to your cells, connect to your molecular self, and rediscover for you how you can utilize that concept of genetic consciousness to tune even deeper, helping you to go deeper in your meditation. Why meditation is so important? Because it allows you to tune in and stay in that vibrational alignment, not only with yourself, but also your entire universe. You're opening the field. I say, today, I choose to step into this universal consciousness, and I choose to embody it in every way in my life. Remember, as we always says, nothing is mundane anymore, even eating chocolate. I just want to observe and feel with you for a moment. It is rather rare that you will see me in the snow. But right now, as we were communing with this beautiful place, being with this sanctuary, and nature shifted. So I'm looking at the snow and the symbology of it. It is very peaceful. It is very quiet. Think of it as each snowflake as a unique geometric pattern, a unique design that can never be recreated or reproduced. So what does it mean if you look at all these snowflakes gently being a blend of the water element with an air combined, and then realize combine into a temporary ice structure, the uniqueness of the blueprint of each snowflake? Well, I'm looking right now and I'm looking at thousands upon thousands of unique design, and that's who we are. We are the unique design of those snowflakes. So when you honor yourself individually within a collective of the snowflakes, you start to realize how much we are truly powerful. So honor yourself, honor others, honor life, because right now the snowflakes affect the entire ecosystem of the trees, the ground, the soil, the air, how everything is affected by the presence of thousands of unique design, and coming together, they are a force of nature. And if you look at the snowflakes, it also represents the diversity of life even in the star nations and the multiverse. Imagining the power of all of us returning on behalf of one planet called Gaia, Mother Terra, the Earth. And you are part, a direct aspect, a direct architect of the new design that we call the new Earth. That new Earth is simply returning Gaia its original, directly in her beautiful original divine design. Did you know that Gaia was originally designed as a garden? The garden is containing a diversity of samples of life. Many DNA samples were brought here on the planet, and we, the Arcturians, we remember that time. We brought very unique structures of light and frequencies to support that diversity of life to blossom. But right now it is very important more than ever to come together, to set aside 3D personality trait differences, cultural background, difference in linguistic background or different philosophy. And this century right now, it's a testimonial that it's time to bring ourselves back into unification. In our beloved realm known as Arcturus, it is known as the realm of unification. Think of us as an example of your future self, the future potential of what the new Earth is about. And today, as I'm embracing the gift of the elementals combining together into this unique, beautiful journey, we are more than ever stepping into our light. No more fear. Fear is just an experience. Allow yourself to feel the calling of your soul purpose. And we at the Arcturian University, in our community atmosphere, we're here to take you back into the very core of who you are, helping you to embrace your divine remembrance. And right now, I'd like to take a moment to feel and allowing us together to come in oneness. What does it feel to be in wholeness? To understand yourself is to understand the wholeness of the universe. And let's start right here, right now, in this very moment, beyond space and time, where everything seemed to stand still, and yet there's a gentle movement, almost like a dance, a universal dance, carefully crafted and, of course, beautifully designed to create this perfect moment, like in choreography, an orchestra, a symphony. And you feel right now all the elements of nature are coming together with the presence of my Arcturian group, the presence of your star nations, the elementals. There's many masters of light coming with us, the beings of light. Feel the calling of coming together in oneness. Join us at the Arcturian University. Join our beautiful universal consciousness community. We are here, we are the pioneers that will usher the higher timeline of ascension. It is time to reascend. It is time to remember fully who we are. And we of the Arcturian nation, we're here as sacred teachers, guides, old friends, and we are thrilled to be with you. Thank you for allowing us to be of service. And remember, more than ever, stay in your light.
Viviane is, in my perspective, a master teacher of light, and on a personal level, she has been absolutely transformational.
She's helping all of us understand what powerful beings of light we are and how we can change the planet and change the frequency of the planet just by being and acknowledging our own light.
There was something about her energy and vibe. I like the word she said. I was just inspired. I was moved. I was touched in a very deep way. How I understand it is like she spoke to my soul. It's like I felt like there's a mission and I was doing it, but this was now a bigger mission. And so I really felt, oh, this is the deeper work that I want to do.
She's so lovely, she's so warm, she's so welcoming and helpful and knowledgeable and confident. She's absolutely amazing.
She guides you, she leads you, and you always know deep inside, she's always guiding you back to yourself. And that's, to me, is a true teacher.
Viviane's been amazing, absolutely amazing with everything she does. During the meditation, I felt the energy merging with my body, and I felt calm. I felt one with this place. And this is a very special experience for me.
I feel like I've been doing grid work unconsciously throughout the last few years, like traveling around the world. So it's really nice to be able to really consciously connect. Yeah, it really makes me believe that the mission we're doing is possible. That is like not so difficult as sometimes we might feel. So yeah, very inspiring.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. She's so personable too. The energy was so intense that I could feel it reverberating throughout my entire body. It's been a magical experience, and just being able to be around all these like-minded individuals and having someone that can coach us through this was great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's definitely going to be one for the books.
I also honor everybody in her community. It's really a community like no other. Yeah, it's unspoken, but there's also such a loving space there.
Yes, I just so resonated with her and her most absolute beautiful community. You know, and I'm just really attracted to communities like that. We all help each other up, and if there's somebody in the community that's not, we make sure we give them a prayer or an intention. And you know, everybody, everything, for us, the future generations, on and on, are included.
The Arcturians are just full of love. And in fact, Viviane exudes love, which has been another, I guess, something that I've looked for to make sure that, you know, is she authentic? And I have seen nothing but love from her.
I felt there was more to me than just being Van on Earth. And I feel fortunate to do these individual healing sessions with her. They are so deep. The healing that the Arcturians do is the deepest work that I've done. It's such a deep level of healing and such a deep connection.
She shares transmission
of higher knowledge to spark remembrance. Her frequency is love. Yeah, it really is. And her dedication to emanating that through building her community and the way she treats everyone. It's beyond words. It's what you can see. It's what is radiating from her. It's her frequency, right? Yeah.